What is going on, guys? Dranathor here, and today I thought I'd bring you a slightly different Gardevoir deck profile. We're actually going to be using the Xatu, which is essentially the same as the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, where you put an energy onto a benched Pokemon and draw 2, but this doesn't give your opponent 3 prizes if it gets knocked out. We've got 3 Natu, 3 Xatu, rather than the typical 4 Curlier, 4 level ball. We are going with a Jirachi and a Manaphy, just to protect the bench a little bit more. And rather than the Zacian, I've gone for a Galarian Articuno, mainly because the Gardevoir deck doesn't really have too much bench damage apart from the Cresselia. But the Cresselia can be kind of difficult, and you need to rely on the Gardevoir EX and the energy being in the discard to be able to put them back on to hit yourself with the damage counters. Because we haven't got the Curliers discarding the energy, it is just going to be the Radiant Greninja discarding the energy, and then the Ultra Balls discarding the energy. I think that the Galarian Articuno is a little bit better, because you may have a lot of energy in your hand, and when you play it, it puts 2 straight onto it. You know, you do have to discard all the energy, but it also does 120 rather than the maximum that the Curlier does of the Cresselia does of 120, and then using 6 energy. So I just wanted to try the Galarian Articuno. We're playing 11, and then a 1 reversal, just because it's really handy to take out your opponent's VMAX's stuff if we do come up against like Mew or anything like that. And then trainer-wise, we've bumped up onto 4 rare candies, and also an energy recycler, just to keep things going. I wanted to try the new Tulip card, because I think that'd be quite handy. You know, you put the Galarian Articuno back into your hand with 3 energy, you play the Articuno, put 2 energy on it, put a 3rd on for turn, retreat it out, 120 to the bench. Maybe like a potential sort of game ending. And then it's your typical, you know, like Fog Crystals, Ultra Balls. We do have an Artisan in here, mainly just as like starting setup, but also potentially an out to path if your opponent plays it. But because you aren't fully relying on your Gardevoir EX, I don't think path does as much of a problem, but it can still be a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna jump into the new season of Ranked, see how we go. We do not have the coin flip, our opponent does, but we will see whether we are going first or second. I don't think it matters too much with this deck. Obviously, first is a bit nicer because it gets your Pokemon out without a risk of them being knocked out. Like, as much of a risk, should I say, because if your opponent goes second, and yes, they can attack first, but they can't put evolution Pokemon to attack first. Well, they are going first, which means we're going second. The Jirachi's a bit annoying to have in the starting hand, but we've got the Fog Crystal, Ultra Ball, some basic energies, Frigivax, maybe a Chi and Pow deck. So, you want to try and get a Natu on your first turn. A Natu, like definitely a Natu and as many Rolts as possible, maybe even like a Mew if you wanted to. That's not a great first turn from him. We've got a Research, which could be very, very handy. Let's Fog Crystal to see what we've got. I'm going to grab the Mew. We've got our Gardevoirs and things, so I don't need to search through too much more. Put an energy onto the Jirachi, just so it's out of the active. We did have another Xatu in there, so the thought process is to Ultra Ball, get rid of the candy and the energy, because we're going to be researching. We will add a Natu, so that we 100% know that we have it. Do the research. Another Natu. It's probably worth playing the Manaphy because he's got the Greninja. And I'm gonna Ultra Ball to get rid of an energy and the Natu to hit a Rolls, because we have the rare candy. Mysterious Tail. Hopefully we hit something. Another rare candy. It's okay. It's okay. That does for the first turn. So there's not too much that we're going to be able to do in our next turn. I think he's going to be adding rare candy and probably the Baxcalibur, I think it is. He added a Nest Ball, so it means he has the candy, I assume. We kind of need our Mew not to get knocked out. But I think it's gonna be. So you can add 2 energy, put them on. Because I think the play would be to put our Gardevoir EX up into the active. Because we can boss his orders the Baxcalibur. Especially if he doesn't set up another Frigibax. It's not great because we did kind of want to get the extra draw on things. Iron Hands. I don't even know what that does. Oh, they just take another prize card if they knock you out. It's a lightning energy. That's... So he's still... So you can do 180. I'm gonna put the rolls up. Because at worst case I can just retreat it. Another research. It's not really what I wanted. Or is it? No, because I don't have any way of knocking something out now. I need to candy. I think I'd stick with the original plan and knock out his Baxcalibur. He would need to apply 2 more energy and he can search 1 for turn. Unless I do retreat and put up the Jirachi and Professor's Research. But then that kind of just leaves me in the same situation, where he can just search a lot of energy and attach them straight away. But I think that is probably the better thing to do, rather than attacking, because I need to start getting stuff set up now. We did hit a Xatu. I'm gonna play this Rolls, then use this Xatu. Another Rolls. I think that's where we stop. I don't want to attach the reversal energy, because he's got to use 2 energy to knock out this Jirachi. Our draws haven't been great, in all honesty. 2 Professor's Researches, we haven't really ran into the Gardevoir stage 2 that we need, or Ultra Ball. I mean, drawing a Gardevoir or an Ultra Ball here would be very, very helpful. We still do have the boss, so very worst case we can knock something out. His Iron Hands is going to be a bit of a problem now that he's hit that lightning energy. I mean, Xatu's only really there for 80 damage. If he escape ropes, I feel like I have to push up the mana fee. Or do I think I put up my Gardevoir EX, because he then has to, take off 4 to retreat. He's doing 160. But then I can put 3 energy on him, or 2 energy on him, retreat. Oh, he used. Okay. A heavy ball is not helpful. So this will allow me to do 80 and knock out his Bidoof. But once again, it does then take away the draws that I have. Unless I just boss up the Bidoof and like try and delay for a little bit. Because that is then my draw power gone. But I do take a prize and a draw. I mean, he can then put this up and take 2 prizes. But at this point, I really feel like I need to start doing something. This also takes away some of his draw power. The Super Rod's okay. Not great. The problem that I have is I have to try and take out this Iron Hands. Because he can just take more prizes as it goes. Like, he takes a knockout here, and then if he bosses up the Gardevoir, that is game over. I need to hit an Ultra Ball or the Gardevoirs. Maybe even like an Iono could be helpful, just because it shuffles stuff back. I don't really know what he would be adding from this. Also, like, the energy is helpful. Maybe like another escape rope, just to try and force my hand. Energy retrieval. Because I guess he can put energy on the Frigivaxes as well. So he takes 2 prizes here. I'll put this rolls up. Just typical. What do we have in here? Nothing. Our draws were not great from that. Not great at all. But let's go into another one. See how we do. See how we do in another game. It is just, you know, testing out the deck, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I genuinely, you know, I think we had 23 cards left in the deck. You'd have hoped to have hit something. I say like an Ultra Ball there, the Gardevoir there, could potentially have turned it around because we had the EX. Let's go for Tails. Maybe in hindsight, like, putting up the Xatu wasn't the best idea, but, you know, we drew an energy for turn, which would have then meant an attach and draw another 2. If I hadn't have put the Xatu up, probably wouldn't have drawn the energy. It's just how the game goes sometimes. We will be going second again. So kind of the same typical setup. You want to try and get, you know, the Natu down, and then probably as many rolls as possible. This is okay, because we can put down the Galarian Articuno, attach the 2 energies, Iono. Wow. I don't even know what deck this is. I initially thought United Wings, but I mean, the Pidgey can go into Pidgeot EX. It's another Iona. Do I even put down... Like, the problem that I have here is my opponent didn't do anything. So do they just have a dead hand? And is there any point in me playing Iono to then give them options next turn? Do I just do this? Attach both, and then pass myself? No, I have to. I have to try and do more. Just because they could have, like, a trainer in hand that's amazing. And then, yeah, like, hitting a VIP pass here means that we can get down the Natu. We've got a Ralts in hand, which give us 2 Ralts. We've got the Mew. I don't really want to be putting down the Greninja. We'll do this. Get a Mew down. Fog Crystal. Grab an energy, because we're going to retreat this Ralts. Go into a Mew. See what we hit from this. I think I take the candy, because I can Ultra Ball for something next turn if I need to. Which means I probably shouldn't play this Ralts. So I have it as discard next turn. Send it there. Because I've got 2 Ralts that can be evolved into the Gardevoirs. There's no point playing this third Ralts. Like, obviously if he knocks one out, then maybe I should have played it, but then if he knocks one out and I have this Ralts down, I don't have a way of, like, really discarding anything that I want to with the Ultra Ball. I'm very confused as to what this deck is. Is this like a starter deck? That was a devolution technical machine. I feel like next turn. So what does this thing do? It just evolves them. So it's got the Pidgeotto, and I would assume a Charizard. Yeah. Fog Crystal is helpful. And let's see what else we hit. A pass is fine because we can discard it. Fog Crystal. Ultra Ball to get rid of a pass and a Ralts. Go for... how many energy have we got? Just the 1. That does mean I can hit there for 120 and knock out his Pidgeotto to stop him from getting his Pidgeot. Then this is draw power. And I have an attach in hand as well. I'll add this. I need more draw power. Candy. So we hit the Xatu anyway. Planned. I knew that was going to happen. Attach here. Draw 2. Draw Fog Crystal. Just too good. Too good. I don't think the play is to Greninja to draw a little bit more. I think the play is to... retreat. Because he didn't play it from his hand, he doesn't get the Burning Darkness. Which is handy. Let's just Psy Laser. And we'll knock out his Pidgeotto to stop him from getting into the Pidgeot EX. Take an energy, which is great. Sets us up for the Xatu next turn. And I think from here, I want to try... I mean, if he knocks out the Articuno, we put the Mew up. We get the search for an item. I think I want to start putting energy on this Gardevoir so that we can take out his Charizard EX if we need to. And I mean, a nice draw would be the Gardevoir EX and a rare candy. So I'm not sure. Okay. So does it do 2 from the bench? All of them. Wow. Okay. I mean, the Xatu's not a problem. I can put it straight back on. But hitting back the Gardevoir is frustrating. Do I want to be attaching here? I suppose I can attach to the Xatu. To draw 2. Oh, another candy. I think I go for the EX. Because I kind of want to take out his Wingull. And I think the play is to boss up the Pidgey. Or maybe boss up the other Wingull and then kill this, then knock out this one. So I want to take out the one that has the energy on it, and I don't want him to choose what he wants on the bench. Super Rod's helpful, because it means I can get this Articuno back if he knocks it out. I thought that'd be the case. And that's it, okay. Drew an energy. Which I think... what have we got? It's just a roll snare and 5 energy. I think I put an energy on, attach 2 more, and then just knock out the Pidgeotto. I know the draw power, like, would be helpful. I know this means I'm now stuck with this Articuno stuck in the active. But with that far ahead, like 3 prizes ahead, I don't really think it matters too much. Artisan will probably help him more than it'll help me. Just passing again, okay. I mean, I think I'm just going to do the same thing. Maybe Super Rod back. I don't think I need to. As much as I want to play the Artisan, it does just help him. So I'm going to do the same. And now kind of relying on him to be able to do something. Arven adds items, doesn't it? Item and a tool. So he could use the Devolution. Lost Vacuum? So he's like really ran out of stuff. An Ultra Ball. It thins the deck a bit. So we'll get rid of the pass. We'll get rid of the Artisan. I just don't want it. We have another Xatu, another Natu. Play it. Just a bit of a strange game. Usually your opponent does stuff. And energy is helpful. here. Draw 2. It may seem strange, but I think the play might be to put some of the energies back into my deck. Because I only play 11. And there's 8 that are out here at the moment. But maybe not yet. I kind of need this guy to do something to knock out the Articuno. So he's gonna evolve into Pelipper. What's this do? When you play it, play a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, or search. So he's putting in like a supporter. And chosen from deck. Iona? Oh, it doesn't actually show you. Okay. Okay. And that's it. It's just a very weird game. How many candies have I gone through? 2. So I should have 2 more. So, like, part of me going wrong here is probably getting the Articuno stuck in the active, but I genuinely thought my opponent was going to do something. Like, I guess he can play the deck out game, because, like... Okay, he's putting stuff back now. Putting Pokemon back, putting energy back. Maybe attached to the Charizard and switch. Nope. Okay. Reset. Do not want to play that. So this is just another pass. Pidgeot. Maybe things will start happening. I'm not gonna lie, an escape rope would be really annoying. I've got 99% of what I need. Just need that last card. And for my opponent to do something. I genuinely think he's playing Irida just for an item card. Okay, that puts the Charizard up. We could knock out the Articuno. I can put the Mew up. We draw a candy, which is helpful, because we can candy... We can Arcana to not draw anything. I'm probably going to be Ionoing at this point, even though it puts me down to 3. Tail. Energy Recycler. I'm going to go for Fog Crystal. 3 energy left, okay. Draw 2. So we'll be drawing 3. And if we draw an energy, we are okay. I Ultra Ball. Get rid of the pass and the heavy ball. I'm going to add the EX to hand, just so then when I Iono it goes to the bottom of the deck so I don't draw them. Or I could just not draw like anything at all, you know, that's fine. Do I go for the 80 damage with the Cybolt? So that puts him down to 250, which is an easier threshold for me to knock out with the Gardevoir. Because you can put 6 energy on, which is 180, plus a 60, 240, and I've got 1 on anyway. So this is just setting up for the knockout for next turn. He can potentially add a boss's orders if he's playing it. Which means I'll then have to do another 80 and hope that I can knock it out with the Gardevoir EX. I probably should have heavy board just to find out what these 3 prizes are, because I can't remember. I mean, like, the best play for him is to add a boss's orders. Boss's orders knock out this Gardevoir. Yeah. Because there was just a whole lot of doing nothing. Why are you putting another energy on here? That doesn't make sense to me. Let's put the Xatu back up, because we can do another 80. Drew Iono. I think I Iono first. Do I have 2 rolls in here? Yeah, I think I just Iono. That's recyclers to put energies and things back into my deck. So I've got 4 out here, so I could put 3 back in. I don't really want to put... Do I put all 5? I think I put 4. See if I get the draws from here. Hit an energy, which is handy. And a research. But I've Iono'd. I think hit another 80 damage, he takes another prize. He should have put an energy on his Pidgeot. Let's give me an extra turn. Play another Natu. Hit another 80 on here, because Gardevoir's going to be doing 150 with another energy on it. So I need 2 energy to be able to do 180. I think. Ooh, another Charizard makes this difficult. Go down to 2 prizes. I'll take a knockout, he takes a knockout. Do I have the bosses? I should still have another boss. Is he retreating? That's fair, I get that. I'm probably gonna lose this because nothing was happening for like 6 turns. Which is quite sad. Energy's helpful. Let's get the attach. Draw 2. Gardevoir. And the bosses is helpful. Let's draw 2 more. We hit 2 energy. So we put 1 on the Mew. I mean, I have to put the other on the Gardevoir just because there's no, like, guarantee that I draw. Tail. Super Rod. Putting back. Let's put back the Galarian Articuno, a Ralts, and this EX. Or do I put back just the Galarian Articuno and then just go full for that? And make 2 energy. I'm not going to have too much draw power, because this Gardevoir is going to get knocked out. I don't think I'm going to have 2 turns to be able to... I don't think I'm going to have 2 turns to be able to go into an EX, so we'll put this down. Boss's orders, this. Hit here and get the knockout. Take our 2 prizes. He will knock out this Gardevoir. Okay. Is the bosses helpful here? Because I could just boss up his Pelipper and then just, like, have him, like, left there with it. It's taken a while to search. It's actually become, like, quite a close game. What should have been just complete run out for me has become a very close game. Because there's one of 2 ways I can play this. I can all out and try and go for the Galarian Articuno. It's an energy. Because I would only need to hit 1 more. And I'd be drawing. I need to be able to get this out of the active. With that. This, oh, I've attached for turn, haven't I? So I have potentially just completely fluffed this. I think I'm going to have to boss up his Pelipper. No, I screwed this up. Research. Have I? Or have I? I have not. I have clutched this madly and I do not deserve this. do not deserve this victory at all. Okay, so this is the third game with this deck. I may show the other two. The first one we kind of just got like blown out of the water by Chi and Pao because we didn't draw that much. We drew like 40 cards and just didn't hit the one or two things that we needed at the time, which can happen. The second game, I think there was about 9 turns of nothing of us just passing back and forward, and then I took like the most undeserved victory. But for this third game, we have won the coin flip. We will go first. For the other two, we did go second. So I think we'll try and sort of stick to the same relative setup with this. Mew is lovely. Having Natu and Radiant Greninja as well is a very good start. And our opponent is mulliganing. A Toadstool deck. Not really sure what these do. But I guess we can find out. I guess we can find out together. We will take the draw 1 from the mulligan. And we hit our rolls as well. This is probably one of the best starts I've had with this deck. We'll put the Natu, we'll put the Rolts, we'll put the Greninja. We'll discard to draw 2 for another Rolts. Mysterious Tail. I'm not even sure if it's worth adding the pass. We'll add an Ultra Ball. And we'll Ultra Ball, discard 2 of the energy to add a Xatu, so we have something for next turn. I'm going to play the Mana Feed just because I don't know if he can do bench damage. And this may seem strange, but I don't think attaching the energy is a good idea here. Actually, no, we will. We will attach it to this Rolts. Because I can play the Xatu next turn and then Iono. See what we get from there. Level Ball, Toadstool, Cherubi. I think Cherubi's the like energy. Put 2 energy on a turn. Obviously Bidoof to Bibarel for the drawing 5. Does this do anything? Attach. Oh, that makes everything use 1 more, but we don't attack with our basic Pokemon. So the play's still the same. Go into the Natu here. I know Ionoing gives him more cards, but we have to at least try and do something here. We drew a lot of energies. We'll do the discard of 1 first. Add another energy, because why not? We'll put the attach here, draw 2. Fog Crystal and a Heavy Ball. That's Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of VIP Pass and an energy. Add this Gardevoir. Rare Candy over the top. If we use Tail, we have not. Let's see what we get from Tail. Another Ultra Ball. Could mean another Gardevoir here. I think it should. Draw 2. Pass and a Tulip. I definitely think we should. Add an energy here. Discard an energy. Discard a VIP pass. I'm going to add the EX. Candy. Go over for the EX. Use the Embrace. Put an attach here. I'm not going to attach anywhere else because we have one in hand. We can retreat the Mew for this Gardevoir, and then the 150. Just to start taking some smaller knockouts. It's also where he put the energy, which is helpful. He's gone for this Toadscruel. He could make it straight into the EX. I didn't pay attention to how much damage it can do. And Cherubi prevents effects. And I think the attaching the stage, I think it's a stage 2 from the Cherubi. Peak grab, so he'll be drawing 2, potentially more. Okay, nice, quick, easy game, yeah. So we just had so much more of a setup than our opponent. We were able to just completely blow them out of the water. I was going to be taking knockouts with that Gardevoir, and if he played anything bigger, I could just put, like, you know, the 6 energy to be able to do 300. So that is everything for this deck. As you can see by this game, you know, you can just completely push in and blow yourself out of the water. But as you can see from the second game that we had, sometimes it can just be, nothing happens for a long time. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.